So we are back for the final episode of season 1. Turns out I'm not gonna hit that goal of completing this series before 2025, but we'll be close. Anyways, there will be a season 2. Maybe in the future. I don't know when, but there will be one. And thanks for the support as always. So permutations, the Green Ducks, they automatically win if they get 6th or above, and that's entirely possible since they start on the top path. The Hazers, they start 15th, so they're gonna have a really tough time. So basically, if they win, they need the Green Ducks to finish 7th or below, and if they get silver, the Green Ducks need to go scoreless. So the Hazers need top 2, otherwise Green Ducks win. The podium standings here are a lot more competitive, but they aren't important really. So yeah. In the teams, in the individual standings, if any of the remaining 4 eligible here win, they automatically win the championship. So that's good news for Speedy, Momo, and Mallard as they start top half. Clementon will have a bit more trouble, but she still has a shot. Smoggy is sitting this one out, but already starts with a sizable lead, so yeah. Anyways, Midnight Bay is going to come up here, and let's get into it. And we are here at Midnight Bay. I don't really have much to say. The top 2 here, Speedy and Momo, they're still in contention for a championship, so interesting to see how that will go. Mallard for the Green Duck starts at 4th. Hazy will need a lot of work to climb up the order. Now the countdown should be starting. And we are rolling for the final race of the season, and Speedy is off to a great start. Keeps pole, but Wespy, I think not Waspy, for the home team is bringing up 2nd place, and there's a big battle for 2nd place, and Mallard was in there, but I'm not sure how long that's going to hold as we head through these first few straights, and Speedy holds the lead for the first of these 16 laps. Hazy is still in the back of the pack, really needs to climb up if the Hazers really want to give themselves a decent shot of actually getting the win, which is not looking good since Mallard is in 4th place. Speedy, Clutter, and Prim. Speedy has a big misstep exiting the turn, and Clutter takes the lead, but Speedy takes him back. Now onto lap 3 of 16. Speedy and Clutter takes the lead. Speedy not too far behind. Now as we look at the Mallard still in 4th. Hazy in a distance 15. This is going to take a really monumental effort for the Hazers to claim the championship, and even though it's very early in this race, you don't really want to start this early. Speedy and Clutter seemingly dueling like in the motorway. This is a really interesting duel that's going on right now. Hazy manages to make up a few spots entering the conveyor belt, but Clutter seems to be pulling away. The Speedy, Prim, Mallard, Razzie, oh that's Rezi, and Momo bring up the rear. Momo is also one of the contenders for the individual championship. Speedy is as well. If Speedy can win, he will be the champion basically, but won't really help this out. Actually, the Savage Speeders might get podium, which I guess that could help. Hazy hasn't really started their way up the order, and it's currently lap 5. Still a lot of time, but really need to pick up the pace right now, as Speedy and Clutter seem to be pulling away. It's a big gap to the other marbles. Clutter neck and neck, and going to be on the same step as we head into the 6th of 16. Speedy takes the lead off the belt. Clutter not too far behind. We're really neck and neck right now. Basically like 2 or so lengths. This is actually a wonderful duel. Hopefully no one really messes this up. And that's Resi. The Raspberry Racers have been on a big rebound somehow. And Speedy, Clutter trying to close in. Clutter can overtake into the final turn. And lap 7 is now upon us. Speedy can't take the lead and has a bad entry into that straight. That sends Clutter and not really forward, but still. Hazy is still in 15th place. This is not looking good for the Hazers. Where is Mallard though? Mallard is in 6th. Green Ducks really need a 6th or above to secure the championship. Now until lap 8, it's actually turning into a 3 marble race now. Clutter, Speedy, and Resi. This is an interesting bout here. Lap 8, Clutter has a weird bump there, but it doesn't really seem to affect him. And Speedy and Resi neck and neck right now into this tricky section with a bunch of curves. Resi bounces upward. Will that help gain speed? Doesn't look like it, but Speedy has a misstep and Resi takes 2nd spot into 4th. Speedy needs to win this race if he wants to be the individual champion. Clutter can take the gold and be on the podium, I think, unless Mallard and Clementon have something to say about it. Hazy has moved up a few spots, but it doesn't really seem to be doing anything, as the top 3 seem to be so far ahead of everyone else. Speedy takes the 2nd place back as we head into lap 10. Clutter, Resi, and Speedy, and then a long ways away to Prim and Mallard. Clutter trying to stretch this lead. Hazy has moved up another step. I don't know if that's going to help though. I mean, the Hazers can essentially secure a 2nd. They are ahead. Clutter has a misstep into that turn. Lets the rest of the crew, catch up. Resi closing in. They will be on the same step of the conveyor belt as we head into lap 11. Mallard has rebounded to 4th, and Resi has taken the lead. Oh my goodness. Resi, on lap 11, the Raspberry Racers are still in the hunt for a podium spot, which is somehow surprising, but it goes to show how close the field is besides the top 2. Speaking of the top 2, Mallard's in 4th, and I don't know where Hazy is. Where did Hazy go? Hazy is in 15th, no 16th. No, I cannot count. Razzy's lead, that's Resi. Why are the Raspberry Racers so close in name? Anyway, Speedy takes 2nd. It's not going to be enough for the title, but a medal will help in the standings, as Resi wants to stretch this lead. I don't know. We'll focus on the top 4. Prim out of nowhere takes 2nd place. Prim Primary has been very dormant. Prim has not been his usual self, well, season 1 self. But looks like Midnight Bay is going to be the race to bring us to a Resi. I don't know what happened to Resi there, but it seems like something happened where... Is it him or her? I don't know. I'll have to figure that out later. But doesn't seem to have affected the lead that much. But Speedy, Prim, Clutter, really close. I don't know, but then it's Momo and Snowy. Snowy has been really off. It's a 5 marble race now for the podium spot. Snowy goes into, oh my goodness, 14th lap, and although Resi has seemed to go too far to catch, the podium battle is really really close. Speedy has fallen to 3rd, but takes back to 5th. I don't know how close it's gonna be. Snowy is into 2nd now. Now Clutter and Prim going into 4th as we head into the penultimate lap. Prim takes 3rd off Clutter. Snowy is in a good position to snag 2nd place. Clutter takes 3rd, Prim 4th with Resi. Raspberry Racers. Oh, Prim takes 3rd once again. This is that was a really weird sequence of events, but Resi, the lead seems to be closing down. Snowy is really close now. This is the closest the lead's been in quite a long time. Mallard seems to have fallen off, but Hazy has not recovered. Resi has trouble into the corner as we head into the final lap. Resi really needs to keep this lead, but Snowy is on a tear right now. Closing in Resi and Snowy. If Resi makes a single mistake, Snowy can capitalize. Going into the final turns. Resi's not making a mistake. Snowy is trying to play catch up, but Resi makes a mistake. Snowy trying to close in and wins the final race in an amazing fashion. Resi takes 2nd. Prim gets a medal. And Clutter takes 4th place. Hazy did not manage to recover, so that means the Green Ducks with Mallard, with I assume a top half finish, will win this season. Congratulations. I think the Hazers still got 2nd though, as they were really ahead of everyone else. No clue who got podium, so we will find out in like a few seconds because of editing. Well, we are here for the final time, at least until Season 2. Just to briefly go over it, our our winner, Snowy, climbs from 8th to 1st, and also gets the most spots gained from her really impressive double overtake in lap 12. Other things to note: Speedy gets a top 5. Clutter, Prim gets a podium spot finally, and also Hazy won up 3 spots somehow, but still kind of got a 0. Again, Hazy was really a one-hit wonder somehow. Anyways, as expected, the Green Ducks still win, but the Snowballs jump 5 and take 2nd from the Hazers with the fastest lap point really counting right there. Well, it's not really fast, but still. Savage Speeders are original winners, and the actual Season 1 got 4th, still impressive. The Rangers got 6th. The Hornets are really impressive showing. Even though they kind of floundered in the second half, they still got 2 medals and placed 7th when they were dead last time. Oh yes, Smoggy wins the individual because no one that was eligible won. Snowy did, and Snowy jumped 17 spots as a result. Funnily enough, all the gold medalists are top 9, but Clutter's the only one, and because Clutter was actually really consistent. 3 top 5 business finishes. Anyways, other things to note: Prim actually makes top half with the medal, so good job to him. Bolt makes top half too. Mallard and Billy are the highest scoring duo, which is to be expected. And Snowflake and Snowy. Snowflake is actually the better of the duo, which is going to be very sad because she gets canned next season, so yeah. Oh, and also, to end off this episode, I want to go over some interesting stats. So, the linear scoring standings, Mellow Yellow jumps 5 spots to 7th because they were really consistent. They placed 9th 3 times, and then They never had a spot higher than 6th, but they were really consistent in that area. The Hornets and Snowball suffer because they were basically carried by their medals, and also the Thunderbolts were even more consistent, and they've jumped 4 spots to 4th. Green Deck still win that. Also, the individual Smoggy still wins, but Prim and Waspy also rapidly jump a lot of spots. Hive got carried by his silver, so he drops 8. And also Limeline. Oh, Yellow also went up. Yellow went up 7 spots, that's insane. And spots gained and lost. Orange lost 18 spots, which is very sad. Although that's kind of carried by the disaster that was Season 1 Hive Drive. Wispy, Prim, and Yellup round out the bottom 4. Wispy and Waspy also lost the most spots, so I guess that explains why they were last place. Billy and Razzie are in the top half, which is funny because Hazy is all the way down to 26. Also, here is the changes from the original standing. So, for example, Momo was 11th, but now they are 5th, so they went up 6. So as that basis, the Hornets went up 9 spots, the Raspberry Racers went up 5, the Green Ducks also went up 5. On the other side, Team Galactic, they had a really poor showing here. They dropped 6. Team Primary, although I think that's more Prim doing worse than Mary being more worse, because Mary actually got a point somehow. Prim just did not have the level of success he had in the original timeline. And also, we have this here. Billy and Momo are so way up high compared to their original spots. Also Clementin, Snowflake, Vespa's up 21, then Razzie, and also high. And some are notable followers include Rapidly, who was originally 6th, Origin 4th, actually no, I think no 7th, I don't know. And then Hazy and Pulsar round up the biggest followers. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I had a lot of fun making this series, even though I took a lot of breaks. I just figured that this was a really interesting thing I wanted to do, and I wanted to show it to everyone else. Special thanks, as always, to JMR, because I technically took all their assets, but please don't tell them. This is just a fan project. I'm not making any... Actually, I'm not even monetized there. I can't make any money. Also, Algodoo, because obviously, and everyone who watched my videos. Anyways, we'll see you all next time, because we're doing a Season 2. I don't know when, but I'll see you then. Daddy Ben Clementon has a big bump off Valor and another one on Razzie to close up on the leaders. If after hard hit from line 1, you'll boost off Billy, and now has Billy has a cataclysmic hit off that turn and loses like 10 spots. I can't has the advantage. Rapidly takes the lead off the split, just barely. No, Rapidly will lead heading into the sand. Normal pass for each. Smoggy takes the lead off Yella, but Yella. Dude, I can't. Yella retakes the lead. Now it's a 5 pack from second for very mistake. Oh damn, Prim just got bodied that conveyor belt. Fell like 8 spots. That is rather unfortunate. There's neck and neck here. Take the same side. They close up, but he has a good bump on Clutter, and I believe that will be the deciding factor, and that should be it. Smoggy takes third, Waspy chokes again, and Snowflake will win this race. Hive takes second place, that is amazing. Currently, Shock is leading the way in front of Mallard, who started from where am I going? Starry has moved up into second after a wonderful exit on the belt. Yellow has tons of trouble on that on the hairpin, and now is Yellow is having a really bad lap on this. I think this is lap 4. I'm gonna guess this is lap 4. Yeah, lap 4. Anyways, Prim on lap 4 has met Billy. Is Clementon trying to pass Yellow? Does, and is set his sights on Prim. Speedy goes into Billy, Speedy, Clementon, and Momo rounding off the top 5. Clementon with a beautiful over-under to take 3rd spot. Speedy falls down to 4th as we head into the penultimate lap. Prim has a misstep into the conveyor belt. Billy takes the lead. Clementon takes 3rd and is into 1st place. What a masterful behind. Smoggy bumps Billy forward and Billy launches in that direction. I have no idea what just happened. But Billy's lead has increased. Billy hits the attenuator again. Razzie rockets forward. This is, oh my goodness. Razzie doesn't get it though. Billy, it's Momo and Snowy. Snowy has been really off. It's a 5 marble race now for the podium spot. Snowy goes into, oh my goodness, 14th lap. Snowy is trying to play catch up, but Resi, makes a mistake. Snowy trying to close in and wins the final race in amazing fashion. Resi takes 2nd, Prim